Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Look at us seeing each other so quickly after the last beer review. My man Kyle over at No Hype Beer Reviews put up a video talking about the month of November, and he's calling it No Buy November, which I absolutely love the idea of that. Essentially, we're not buying beer this month. We're going through beers in our cellar, we're drinking them, we're enjoying them, and we're going to save ourselves some money with the holidays coming up. He made himself an exception for Bourbon County. I'm not the biggest Bourbon County guy. I don't really go nuts over it. So, I mean, Bourbon County last year's vintage is still in bottle shops around here, so it's going to sit around. So I'm not worried about that. Variants are kind of fun sometimes, but nothing I chase. If I luck out and Brian or Nathan gets extras, I'll see if I can buy a bottle from them to check out, but not really worried about that. So I had joked with him. I was like, I might make an exception if Modern Times drops something this month that I want to buy, but I love the idea of No Buy November. I put up a video 4 years ago now, I think, of my beer cellar, and I would say 90% of the beer that's in that video is still in my fridge or in my closet. So it's time to just stop dicking around and really start getting through this and drinking these beers, or just giving them away for free. I don't know. I have three refrigerators in my garage. It's dumb. I don't need to have that. It's ridiculous. So No Buy November is it's something that I'm totally doing. So thanks for the inspiration, Kyle. No Buy November, Movember, we're in full swing. What is today, November 6th? We're 6 days into this. Mustaches are so fun. You guys should do it. Movember is a cool thing. I've gotten some donations, which is rad. You guys are awesome. There's a link below if you'd like to donate and try and help me reach my goal for Movember. Anyways, what are we drinking tonight? We are drinking, and I just randomly opened. It's weird that this is another Sierra Nevada beer since we just reviewed Celebration, but this is the 2015 vintage of Bigfoot Barleywine. I don't even remember buying this. I don't know why this is in my fridge. I must have bought a 4-pack 4 years ago and just never drank it or never finished it. I don't know. There was one bottle that I found in here, so I don't know where this came from. 2015, this was bottled on December 4th, 2015 vintage, but it says it was bottled December 4th, 2014. So we're almost at 5 years. And it says on the back of this, you can either drink it fresh or cellar it in a cool, dark place to taste as the flavors develop over time. First introduced in 1983, crazy. It says Pacific Northwest hops. I've had Bigfoot on draft and in bottles before. It's a really beastly barley wine. It's hoppy usually. I mean, after 5 years, I don't know what this is going to taste like, but typically hoppy, higher IBUs, it's pretty bitter. So it's Sierra Nevada. Let's get into it. I've maybe reviewed 2 barley wines total on this channel, 3. This is way outside the box, but that's why No Buy November is going to be fun. We're going to be drinking beers that we don't usually drink, so let's do it, shall we? Barley wines are fun. I like barley wines. It's just a style I rarely drink. I know everyone's into the whole don't drink beer, #BIL, barley wine is life. It's fucking not life for me, but I like barley wines when I drink them. I just don't drink them a whole lot. And let's see here. This is crazy. It's I don't know if there's just a bunch of, it's not chunky, but just a ton of what looks like sediment floating in the glass. You probably can't see that because it looks like fucking purple on camera. It's this dark ruby red. It's murky, muddy, and it's got this crazy amount of just, I'm guessing, is yeast just suspended in the middle of it. So I can't see the camera through that. There is a nice finger of this cool off-white head. It's really, really fluffy, light, just super compact. So it looks awesome. It looks really cool on camera. It looks like a ruby dark red, but it's this cool, dark orangey getting to red. It's really dark in the middle though. So this has been sitting out for a little bit. 9.4%, and there's some alcohol legs. Let's shove our nose in it. See what she smells like. Is it still hoppy? This smells really good. What is that? This smells familiar. It's got rad, dark fruits, it sounds gross, but it's almost like raisin juice. But it's got this cool, like, candied caramely sweetness, like toffee candy. It almost has like a cranberry thing going on. It's crazy, the dark fruit. It smells awesome. There's just a faint hint of like hop kind of oil. It's not to like a piney thing, but it's just like, think like hop resin, but it's really, really faint. I mean, obviously over 5 years, the hops have fallen off. It smells, I don't want to say it smells tart because people will think that's an off flavor, but like think of like even like tart cherries. It almost smells, see, it's another off flavor that people will say, but it smells good to me right now. It almost smells like, if you guys ever had Luden's cherry cough drops. I know cough drop sounds like it's something is wrong with this beer. It's not though. It just has this intense, those cough drops are like sugary to me. They're sweet. As a kid, I'd ask my mom to buy those like when I had a sore throat because they tasted like candy. It's like that. It smells fucking awesome. I'm stoked to taste this. Cheers. It's a big beer, boys and girls. So the bitterness is still there. This has to be, I mean, this is high IBUs, I'm guessing. And I know it's different nowadays with, Nathan did this whole thing when we did a review on his channel, which was awesome. Hazy beers, IBUs are not like really a thing, but for this, there's a nice bitterness that sits on your tongue. And that kind of hop oil, hop resin thing that I was smelling, it definitely is more biting there. It's got this kind of almost piney thing, even to like lemon peel-ish, like that kind of like intense citrus bitterness, like pithy bitterness. But it's not like a hoppy beer. It's just you get that hop bite with the bitterness on your tongue. But like all that crazy sugary sweetness that you smell, it's there from the front of your tongue all the way to the finish. It's this dark, fruity, plummy, figgy raisins. I was saying it smelled like almost like a cranberry thing. If you drink cranberry juice, it's pretty intense. It's got that. But yeah, this is still plenty bitter on your tongue. But the crazy amount of sweetness kind of helps that out. It's lingering. It's not going away, and I don't think it's going to. I mean, this beer, it's been sitting out. It's not like room temp. It's still got a little bit of chill to it, but this is aged fantastically. It doesn't have like that oxidation. There's no like kind of that papery. There's times where like I pulled old bottles of beer out of the back of my fridge and it's got like that oxidized coppery papery thing. This doesn't have that. This is, I mean, it's near 10%. It doesn't feel warm going down. Like just taking those few sips, I kind of like have a warmth in my chest, but it's not alcoholic warmth. It's just, this is 10%. And you're already feeling it. This is the first beer. I mean, it's Wednesday. It's the first beer I've had since Friday. There's even like this cool, like, kind of apple skin thing. This is really, really good. It's very enjoyable. But the amount of bitterness that's on my tongue, it just, I remember it being bitter, but this vintage 2015 had to have been crazy bitter when it was fresh. So after almost 5 years in the bottle, this is drinking awesome. So yeah. No buy November cellar beer taken care of. We're done with that one. This was fun to drink. Bigfoot Barleywine Style Ale, Sierra Nevada 2015 vintage. If you guys are fans, let's talk about this. If you've got any of these right now, it'd be fun if someone opened it and talked to me about it. I'd be interested to see if you're getting that awesome, like crazy candy, sugary, caramely, dark fruit thing, along with that still kind of piney, bitter hop kind of a deal that it's got that just kind of sits on your tongue. It's still there the whole time we've talked about it. So yeah, I won't keep you guys. This was a fun beer to drink. So we'll go into our cellar again. I'm going to try and drink a bunch of cellar beer. And yes, before anyone asks, Stoutmas is happening again this year. That'll start in about 3 weeks. So I'm stoked. So I'm out here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.